Well, we are just 2 days away from that liftoff for SpaceX's Inspiration4. All 4 people on board, just normal people well, not really like us.
Yeah,
they're very smart. Yes.
But yesterday, they did have a practice flight over the launch pad. Fox 35's Alina Shirazi shows us how they're getting ready for the big launch with no astronauts on board.
We spoke with a former astronaut about the training and preparation the team has been doing to get ready for Wednesday's historic day.
This is a significant first step towards a world where everyone can go and explore amongst the stars.
This week, 4 ordinary people are preparing for an extraordinary adventure, a 3-day mission in space. Inspiration4, commanded by CEO Jared Isaacman, has no real astronauts on board.
What they're doing is kind of like being a private pilot as opposed to being a Delta Airlines pilot.
Former astronaut Winston Scott says their training is a spin-off on what real astronauts have to do to prepare.
Their training is appropriate for what they're going to be doing in orbit. You know, they're going to go up and they're going to spend 3 days, I guess, essentially orbiting the Earth and having that experience. NASA spend years preparing for a mission. And every mission you fly, no matter how many times you fly, you spend at least a year preparing for it. There's just so much that goes into a NASA space flight.
Since their announcement back in March, the crew spent the past 6 months completing a wide range of training activities, including simulations, zero-gravity plane training, and medical testing. The crew familiarized themselves with the Dragon spacecraft, learned where the mission supplies are stored, and how to access items in case of emergency. They also watched the Crew 1 splashdown and recovery.
What they're doing really is opening up space to a larger part of the community. And as we begin to take more and more people from the community, it needs to be simpler and more straightforward to accommodate those people.
One of the crew's last steps, getting suited up for the first time in SpaceX spacesuits.
Now you know it's getting real. They probably can't sleep very well at night because they're so excited about it. And within 2 days or thereabouts, you know, we always see these folks launch in orbit.
And we know the Inspiration4 team is already here in Florida, and today they had a dry run of Wednesday's launch activities. For now at Kennedy Space Center, Alina Shirazi, Fox 35 News.